Hi, and welcome to Opportunity Knocks. We are so happy to be here. Today we have John Ward, Lady Lou, and myself, Marian LaSalle, and we're talking about opportunities to live a healthier life. How about working from home, creating some side hustles, and how about let's increasing your wealth? Let's have fun while we do it too. Hey,
Hi. Hello, John. Hi,
Hi,
Mary.
ladies.
And hello, audience. We just want to let you know that this is our premiere episode, and we're so delighted to be here. Now, you can find our shows on our Facebook group called Natural Curiosity. You have to join to get to see everything, and it's free. And we're also on YouTube under Marian LaSalle. Click on her little picture, and Natural Curiosity will pop up. And we're also on LinkedIn. Are you ready for that? We've got 3 platforms now. Plus, we have many podcast platforms. The top most popular podcast platforms get our audios every time. So you can take us with you. So join us now for live. And we're so thrilled to have John Ward back with us. This is his second opportunity to come in because we just love this man. He is so brilliant and he knows how to help people. This is the best part. So, Marion, would you like to lead off with a question for John?
I would. Just like Lady Lou said, we really love John, not only because he's a handsome looking man, okay? But
You may
also,
They may not recognize him this time. He had a
well, that's
Santa.
true. He had the big beard. Yeah, he looks like Santa Claus in the Christmas time area. But no, one of the reasons why we love him so much is because he is love. And and I hope I don't embarrass you too much, John, but since the day I met you, I knew you were such a giver. Your heart shines through to anybody who gets to know you. It doesn't take long. So I hope you, our audience, can really get to know John, not just here on the show, but I hope you'll be able to connect with him. John, what's the best way for people to connect with you? I see a phone number, I see a website.
Yeah, so the best way, the phone number there is the best way. You can call or text that number and I will receive it. It's actually my Google Voice number because my cell phone voicemail gets filled up and I don't, oh, it's always blocked. So this way I always get the message via email, via text, via phone. So I get the message 3 ways. That is the best way to get hold of me. The website there has some product information about what I do, but it is also a way to contact me also.
Okay, good. Excellent. Well, we're going to be talking to John about some of the opportunities he has for you today. And I know he has quite a few. And Lady Lou has some wonderful opportunities. But before we get into all that, I want you to know that I'm still focused on finding you a job or a side hustle or an opportunity to create wealth, okay? An income for you and your family. Right now is a really weird time in all of our lives, whether you think you're affected or not. Things are going on, and a lot of people are finding themselves without any money right now. They're just like they were laid off, or if that's you, don't worry. We've got 40 weeks worth of work from home opportunities. If you just go on YouTube and look at all the different weeks that we have, there are so many job opportunities. Like if you need to work, you could have a job tomorrow. Seriously. You apply today, you'll get hired because think about all the different companies all over the world who have had to go to remote because they can't have anybody in their office anymore, or very few people, skeleton crews. So they're having to hire people like you to be managers, to be creators, and to help them keep their business going online. So if you want to work from home and you want a job, I would recommend that you go to flexjobs.com. And so let me just read just a few of the jobs that I see when you go to flexjobs.com and type in the word remote. Okay. Customer service representative. If you're good with customers, There's a million jobs. Okay, there's thousands of jobs. I like to exaggerate. Can you tell? Writers, if you're a good writer, there's thousands of writing jobs. Blog post writers, story writers, you name it. If you're a good writer, go to Flex Jobs. I think that if you're management material, this is a good opportunity for you to get into a company and rise very quickly to manager, because a lot of people need to be honed in if they're working from home, if you know what I mean. They're not used to working from home, so they get distracted. So they need someone with good management skills to help them work from home. And Lady Lou and I, we have a show every Wednesday for a company called Work From Home. Work From Home. A company called Office in America, where it's like a co-working space. And what we talked about the other day was, if your home is chaotic and you need a quiet place to go for a meeting or something, that you can do that. They have high-speed internet. They're very low cost. You can rent a private room or a co-working space. Right now, I would stay away from the co-working spaces, but it's clean, and it's a great opportunity for you to think about working from home, but take the stress off. If you know you have kids and dogs and things going on, you can do that. All right. So let's see what some of the other flex jobs are. Call center representative. Now, this is where you're sitting by your phone, and like, I'm going to show you what I have going on here. Okay. I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, can you see that? Sorry, I should have had it done ahead of time. This is my phone, and it's sitting on a case. And so I could be talking, and they can hear me just fine.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's really, really easy to do a call service representative job. Ooh, now, see? That's what happens when you have a dog. Lady Lou, take over.
Okay. Marian's going to mute herself for a minute. She's got 2 dogs in the house, and all I've got is a kitty cat, and I told him he couldn't talk to me yet. But it happens. And when Marian was talking about 40 weeks of work from home, what she's talking about is our other show that we had combined with this show, and it's called Work From Home. And we had 40 weeks worth of those shows. So go back and watch some of those on the YouTube channel. And I believe that link is in the bottom, isn't it, Marian? I think it is in the description. I know it is. But anyway, if it's not, just go to YouTube and type in Marian LaSalle and click on her picture, and it'll pop up. And then you can watch all of those shows, because she's had some really fantastic job opportunities. And I mean, paying up $25, $50 an hour. I think it was just last week there was one for $50 an hour to read books and to record them for people. And everyone has a different voice. It doesn't matter. You might have a little tiny grandma voice, and you could do children's books, or you could have a sultry voice and you could read romance novels. $50 up an hour.
Ricky says writing is becoming my favorite thing to do. Oh, just put my phone on my holder. Thanks to you. Oh, good, good, good. So I told everybody last week that I found this holder that has a ring light on it. I found it for $12.99 at Marshall's or Ross, one of those two. And so, yeah, they used to be $50, $60, $75, and now they're down to $10 and $12. So go for it. It just clips on.
Yeah, there's so many nice gadgets out there. Just ask somebody. Somebody's using them somewhere, and they'll help you find one. But there's just so much going on in our world right now, and it pays us to keep ahead of it. And doing that is watching our show, if one thing. And I'm being prejudiced here, of course, because we are here to help you find a job. Now, Marian and I have all that we need to do to keep up with the work. I think Marian's got 5 jobs now. Right, Marian?
I do, but each one of them relates into my passion for helping people. And that's one of the reasons why I love having John Ward on today, is because he's all about that too. Like, let's do what we need to do in order to help people, including ourselves. Let's not forget about ourselves. We have to, they all saying when you get on a plane, put the mask on yourself first so you can help the next person. Well, yeah, you need an income. You need opportunities to grow and spiritually and emotionally. And that's one of the great things that we do here is we find people like John who want to share their opportunities. So let's start with John. John, tell us what your newest adventure is. What are you offering people as an opportunity today?
Well, I'd like to just address one little thing that you said earlier, and then I'll get right to it.
Okay, all right.
And one of the things that you said is that we're living in a tumultuous time. And you can either take that as a positive or you can take that as a negative. And I just see 2021 not as tumultuous, but as a time where there is so much opportunity for creativity, for anything that you want to do right now. But it requires you to pivot. It requires you to adjust and adapt. If you don't do those things, you're going to kind of be left behind. I hate to say it. And if you look at it from that perspective, 2021 is already a fabulous year. And it has been for me because I've taken that perspective. And there, we're not going backwards. We're in an era and time right now when things are moving forward for the better. So where I am right now is, about 2 years ago, I found a historic breakthrough in affordable stem cell technology. And it had a business opportunity attached with it. Well, my wife and I briefly talked about it, and at that time she needed some help with some pain and with some energy, and we ordered it, and lo and behold, for her it was 7 weeks and things started changing. And my wife's an RN, and for me it was a matter of days where my life started changing because of this product. Well, once that happened and I really realized what this was, and it's based on kind of acupuncture, there are no ingredients that enter your body. It is simply based on frequency and a peptide. And excuse me, let me get rid of that. And it is an amazing technology, but it comes with an amazing business opportunity. So, when opportunity knocks, you either open the door or you don't. And I chose to open the door because, I always asked myself the question, have I found the opportunity that's going to take care of me and my family for the rest of my life? And I had to answer no. And the other question that I usually ask is, or other people, because I keep my mind open, and if they answer no, and these are probably the two most important questions that you can ask. How much time do you spend looking for that opportunity? Because in today's world, it's, I know you ladies probably grew up the same way that I did. My parents, you go to school, you get an education, you work for 40 years, you retire, and you live the golden years. How'd that work out for us?
Why they call them the golden years, I have never understood.
So, the one constant is change that we live in today. And when you adapt to that and adjust to that and pivot with that, change is going to be constant in our lives. So opportunity, I've learned a lot from my kids because my kids aren't living that golden year type philosophy. They're living the philosophy of entrepreneurship.
You know, there was a short period of time where people were really criticized for doing that. I was one of those. I didn't really resonate with the corporate world,
Right.
the typical jobs. I'm just unemployable, honestly. To be honest with you, I just don't like it. And one of the reasons was that they were trying to push their ideas and their perspective on me, and I resisted it, and so I didn't last very long. I never really got fired, but I typically should have been fired probably, because I just wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so I guess my opportunities were looked down upon, and I wasn't the only one. If you weren't the type that could go out and get a job and be happy, then people, they were kind of critical. And so I noticed that, and I still didn't let it stop me. I still wanted to go forward and do my own thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And you said something there, you have to be happy with whatever you do. And if you're happy with what you do, success comes to you a lot easier. And if you're happy, you're putting that out in the universe, and the universe always answers yes, no matter whether it's a negative thought or a positive thought. It's always going to answer yes. And so when you're happy and you are really comfortable with what you do, it's not work, it's fun.
now another thing I really like about you, John, is that you build communities. I'm a community builder myself, and my communities have typically just been around fun. Now, sometimes that fun is creating income. Sometimes that fun is just eating. you know, but we can't get together right now in person. At least I choose not to because I'm, whatever. And but that didn't stop me from building my community, and I know it's not stopping you, and it's not stopping Lady Lou either. So let's talk a little bit about how you support the community that you have built, John, to create an income not only for you but for your community.
Yeah, that's a really great point. Community in today's world, or the world that we're progressing towards, or I like to stay in the now. So the community today is so vital to our self realization, to our self actualization, to our self preservation. And we find in community that people inspire us. It changes our aspirations. It changes how we look at life. And that community is vital. And in community, you don't really alter people's aspirations. You get them to define their aspirations. You get them to define what they want. And in community, then you can help them achieve what they want. And I think it's vital. And what I do in our community is, in a leadership role, I find that it's important to offer coaching. There's a difference between mentoring and coaching. Mentoring helps you get through all steps of your life and maybe have a little different outlook. Coaching is a little more focused to help you achieve what you've defined for yourself. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I think there's a huge difference.
Yes.
So I like to provide coaching. And it goes back to what you said about, that I'm always giving. I'm a go-giver. I will always give you 110% as long as you give me 100, 90 to 100. As long as you follow and commit to what you said you wanted. then I will give you all I got.
I appreciate that. Now, I want to go into your hashtag that you have up on the screen here. It's I am the healthy networker.
Yeah.
So Lady Lou, she was the queen of networking for many, many years. Physically, she ran groups, she taught classes, and she thought she was going to give that up and take her crown off her head and put it on mine. But, I don't think it ever leaves us. And so no wonder you're a good networker, John, because, if you're hanging out with Lady Lou, you just can't help it. It's just one of those
Right.
things. Networking creates community.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love how you support your community. I really don't think that you described how well you support your community. Could you try a little harder in giving us a visual of what it is that you do to help people?
So I do one-on-one coaching. I do grow sessions that are monthly grow sessions for 4 or 5 months. When someone starts fresh with me, I onboard them and get them going in the right direction from the beginning, get them defining what they want. I don't just throw them to the wolves, because I grew up in jobs, if you will, being thrown to the wolves, and it's like, here's what you're going to do, go do it. And with not much training. And so I do a lot of one-on-one, and of course I am selective, and I will give that person, once with the grow sessions, it continually defines, and we set goals that are achievable, and we set ways, not escape doors, but if we don't achieve that, then what? What are we going to do to adjust, to pivot, adjust, and adapt? So I like using that a lot, and I just continually stay in communication. I love using Facebook and Facebook Messenger. I use very little email anymore, and social media. It says I am the healthy networker. I've gone by the healthy networker for 12 years, maybe longer. A friend of mine, someone who mentored me and said, just what you said, you got to brand yourself. So it's been my branding, because I have basically, my focus has been on my personal health. I'm currently 68 years old in 2021. The first half of 2021, I'm going to be 69. And I have 2 young grandchildren, and I want to be able to participate in their life. So knock on wood, it's all worked for me really well. I take no meds. I have no aches and pains, and I still exercise. I still run, and so far so good.
So Ricky, for those of you who are listening to our podcast, I'm going to read what she's saying, because she's in YouTube. And she says, I've heard and seen pivot a lot lately regarding change and adaptability. Mm-hmm. There's a great book coming out in February, Speaking to Change. Our mastermind is a key for coaching and promoting us. So what she's talking about is an opportunity that I'm going to present to you right now, and that is to join our business mastermind. So Every Tuesday night, I support people by helping them realize the tools that are available to them on the internet. So if you're on your phone or you're on your computer, you can create all kinds of things like graphics and audio, visuals, just like we're doing now, videos and things like that. And that's part of what my support looks like. Every week for an hour, we not only learn about new technology, but we check in with each other and we talk about it. So I love the fact that we all support people in our own way, because even if we had the same product or coaching or whatever, it's different because it's us. let's take Lady Lou now. Lady Lou, you have something brand new that you just are bringing to the audience, and that starts tomorrow. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
I would love to. Thank you, Marian. And thank you, John, for all of your
Hi,
information.
Yvonne.
We're not through with John yet.
Hi,
But
Yvonne.
oh, hi. How are
I
you?
haven't seen her in a long time.
Oh, welcome. We're so glad to have our audience out there and love to have your comments live. And it just makes our job more fun. Anyway, starting tomorrow, Wednesday, the 13th, excuse me, of January, I'm going to restart a luncheon that I had many years ago. Back then, I called it Lunch with the Ladies and Gentlemen, but I've shortened it just to Lunch with the Ladies since the majority of our audience is women. But men are welcome. And I believe if all goes well, John's going to be with us tomorrow for the inaugural Lunch with the Ladies. It'll be at 12 noon Central Time. And all you have to do is send me an email. And my email is in the description down below, texasladylou1@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link. And it'll be the same link every week. So hang on to it. And it's instructions on what we're going to do. Everybody will get a chance to introduce themselves, just 10 seconds. And then we'll have
10 seconds? 10 seconds?
Well, that's just the beginning. That's just, hi, I'm Lady Lou. I'm known as the baby boomer babe, that kind of thing. And then the second round, everyone will have a 1 to 2 minute time to introduce their company, their business, their products, their services, and then we'll get to know each other a little better. But it's one of those things when it depends on how many people show up. So far, I've got 5 for tomorrow. So for a launch, that's pretty good. So if you're out there watching, come and join us. This is going to be fun. And we'll get to build a new community online. And I'm not used to building communities online because I always built mine out there at a restaurant someplace, and I loved it. I loved doing the networking meetings, and I promised not to wear the crown. But we're going to get to know each other, and we're going to support each other. Like Marian supports all of us on her mastermind. I've been in it for several years now, and I wouldn't miss it. I mean, so many other things pop up on a Tuesday night, but I'm not going to miss the mastermind. And I've just pulled my earbuds out. Excuse me while I put them back in.
Right. So Lady Lou also has a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/thebabyboomerbabe. And so you can get more information about her lunch with the ladies there as well as sending her an email. She is a wealth of information when it comes to helping you network and share what it is that you would like to share. Right. I've got a couple more things, Lady Lou, that are the comments that are coming in. I'm not sure who this is because you do have to give Facebook permission, but they're saying, wow, I was just thinking this morning about inviting female colleagues to have lunch virtually each week. And here you are. How about that?
Join us.
Come join us.
Yay! Because we would love to have you and bring your friends. I mean, so many people never remember to share this with their friends. You've got girlfriends and even men friends out there who are really wanting to be part of a community, because sitting here at the house all by yourself is not a lot of fun. That's why Marian and I have had such a wonderful 2020. We were together most every day last year because we were on this show, and we actually had lunch together several times. So that's what put the idea in my head. I want to connect with people again. I'm bored out here in the country. There's so much going on in the world, and I don't know about it anymore. So let's connect. Let's make relationships. Let's share our businesses, and we can buy from each other. We can trade. We can do whatever it is we want to and build the relationships, because it's not about, hey, buy from me. It's about, hey, I want to help you. Like John, he never says buy from me. He wants to help you create whatever it is you want to create. And as I remember, I was one of the first people John approached when he found this opportunity, a couple of years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was July of 2019.
19. And he called me up and told me about it. And I said, what? I want to know more.
Right.
So you're going to find this at our luncheon. You're going to find that the people have opportunities that you could learn and that you could make money with, because it's about applying yourself and doing what you love.
Yeah.
If I don't love it, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And it has to be fun too. So working with John has been fun because this man knows how to help people. He knows how to lead. He gives the support. Every day he's on Facebook helping people, not just me, all of his team. He has a real team. So if you're part of a team, you can learn more.
And so somebody's saying that John is lucky.
That's funny. That's funny. I feel that way. I feel very lucky, you know, and you know, do you mind if I expand on a little more of what I do at this point?
Definitely, please. We want to know.
So one of the things, and I did approach Lady Lou, you know, was one of the very first people, and it wasn't so much for the opportunity as I always lead with my product, and this, you know, this breakthrough in affordable stem cell technology. There are billion-dollar companies that have tried to do what we have done and have never been able to do it. And one of the, well, not one, many of the benefits are it's rapid pain relief. It is reduced inflammation, better sleep. You get wound healing. My wife just cut her finger cooking yesterday. So we wrapped it. It should have had stitches, but she didn't want to go because of COVID. Mm-hmm. And we put on the outside of the wrap, we put a stem cell. Basically, it's just a little patch that's the size of a quarter. That's all it is. She's got that's right there. There's one there. And you just wear it for 12 hours, and in simplicity, it's your body heat activates. It's like going out in the sunshine, and your sun creates a chemical reaction on your skin, and your body produces vitamin D. Same exact principle, just a little bit different. But it gives you more energy and vitality. It gives you more mental clarity and focus. I cannot begin to tell you. And if you are an athlete, or if you just do any kind of little exercise, it enhances that performance. And the recovery is like you never exercised. That's the cool part of this product. And it also then wrinkles, because this product elevates a peptide that is responsible for producing stem cells and collagen for the ladies and me. I'm 69. I don't look so bad.
Oh, yeah, great. Well,
it is truly an amazing product.
Yes.
And one of the things when you do the research, this is really interesting, and it suits why I am the healthy networker. It actually over time it's called modeling, remodel or rewrite up to 40% of your DNA back to a youthful state. And when you do that, that could be your organs, it could be your heart, it could be your skin, it could be your brain. Don't know where. It is amazing. And I've been wearing it now for 2 years, and I feel fabulous every day. And I sleep like I've never slept before. So it's remarkable. And my wife has autoimmune. She had hearing loss from it. 95% of her hearing is back. Unbelievable. I know that's hard to get a grip on, but it's true. So
I just want to remind people that are on Facebook. Tanya was responding to us and talking to us, but we couldn't see her picture because she didn't give permission. So Facebook has a little thing that you have to click on that says you give them permission. It's down at the end of the description. And Tanya, you did it right, because now we can see you. Your gorgeous face right there. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you. She's all set now, she says. That's good. And Now Ann did it too. Thank you, Ann. So Ann was in there talking to us too, and it's so exciting for me to have our community engage with us. And so we're only 3 people up here talking, but we know there's people watching us and having thoughts, and we want to hear it. We want you to ask us questions. We love community. Can you hear that? All 3 of us love community. So
And you
yes.
said something very important there.
Oh, of course. What was it?
It was asking no matter what opportunity you go into, it's always important to ask questions so you can learn. It is really it's something that people miss. And just remember who, what, why, when, where, how. And you add any words behind those, they're a question.
Here's a question for you, John. You ready?
Yeah.
I want that. Okay, John, where do we get them? And he's
all right. If you
talking
go
about the patches.
So right now you can get a free sample, or if you want more of a trial, at thepatchstop.com, not shop.com. You'll go there and you just put in your information, and I'll send you more information along with a free trial.
Oh my God, did you hear that? A free trial of these patches. Okay, so right now along the screen it says contact John Ward. It has his phone number, 941-888-4243. You can call him or text him, or you can go to thepatchstop.com and get a free sample. I mean, it's easy.
Right.
He's not going to bite your head off. He's not going to try to sell you anything. He's just here to help support your health and your wellness. I love that.
I might send them a couple videos that will educate them. And those videos are they're really simple. And our inventor is our CEO of the company. And this is a 17. Oh, thank you, Ann. That'll be processed today. Thank you so much. This is a technology that he started 20 years ago with the Navy SEALs. He got a contract because they needed help on their deep dives and their mini subs for more stamina, and it worked. And then he started a company 17 years ago, and we have progressed. So he progressed from energy to anti-aging. Now everything is regenerative. And so this man is a genius. He is someone that is very spiritual, very guided, because he says he should not know how to do this. When you think about it, no ingredients enter your body, only a frequency. That's it. That's unheard of. That still blows my mind sometimes, to really think about. And we've had some remarkable results, like things that you shake your head at. And anybody, I'll be happy to add you to our private testimonial group where you hear stories. Just text me on my number there, and I will it's on Facebook, so you do have to be on Facebook, but they are eye-opening, and some of them will bring you to tears. And this also works for pets.
Yes, my cat, he loves to lay on my used patches.
Yes, that's what we recommend, that because you only wear these for 12 hours and then discard them, and then next day put it on for a new one on for 12 hours. And you take what she does is, you can't believe what's happened with pets on the discarded ones. It's amazing. It's amazing. So, and there's an opportunity that comes with this, because, and we're global. We're in 75 plus countries. We used to be in over 100, but COVID kind of changed that. We have 14 warehouses that we ship from around the globe. So it's a well-established company, and we need help because of the breakthrough with this affordable stem cell technology.
Yeah. And as much some of you may know, once you hit, I think it's 60, you quit making a
Yeah.
lot of stem cells. So that's one of the reasons why we get older. And when you build up those stem cells, maybe you'll look like me at 76
And you look fabulous.
and getting better every day.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, and it's like it's taken you back to youth. I even hate to say this, but we've found the fountain of youth.
I know.
We've got a question. How long does it take on average to start seeing results? Tanya says.
That is a great question, Tanya. Some people in the first 24 hours, I've had some people in the first 12 hours. My wife in particular, who had some health issues, autoimmune issues, it was on the 7th week. I've had people that it took 9 weeks, but they stuck with it. And then all of a sudden, the changes started happening. For me, the first time I held it in my hand, I could feel it. I could feel the energy. That had never happened for me before. But for me personally, I started noticing my sleep in the first 4 days, going deeper. Many people notice it right away. I did not. But I'm older and I take care of myself. So it takes sometimes longer. I have to be very conscious to notice things because I've taken such good care of myself. But it really does. It help lose weight.
Yeah.
So here's how I would answer that, Anne. When you start providing your body with a stem cell is nothing more than an undefined, uncategorized cell. It's going to go somewhere and become something, an organ cell, a heart cell, a skin cell, a eye cell, brain cell. We don't know. They're very intelligent. They go where they're needed. But when you can improve your organs and your hormonal system, good things happen. Yes.
This reminds me of taking aspirin when you have a headache. How does it know to go to your brain and relieve your headache? Okay. It's the same concept, isn't it, John?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the intelligent, when you look at the body, like if you've ever looked at a cell under a microscope, like the microscopes of today, it looks like a canvas of artwork. It is so intricate, just one teeny little cell, and we have trillions. So you're optimizing, think about this, you're just optimizing every possible cell in your body, and this produces not just dribs and drabbles daily, but bucket loads. That's the cool part.
John, you have a picture of that cell that
I
looks.
do. I don't have it. I wish I would have had it available for you, but I don't.
Well, would you repost it on your Facebook page?
I will. I have. It's like it's a canvas of art. It could be you could hang it on your wall.
Gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah.
So John will post it, and just go to John Ward on Facebook and like him or friend him. I think you have to friend you, don't you?
Yeah, my handle is, if you put J Ward Naples, J Ward Naples, as in Naples, Italy, but it's Naples, Florida. Naples, you'll find me, and I'm the handsome guy.
Yes, and it will blow you away.
Yeah, it will. It really will. And
I want to blow it up and hang it on my wall.
And just so you know, we also have a patch that does deter cravings and has a positive effect on hormones, especially for women.
See if I type this in right, John. J Ward Naples.
Yes, if they just put facebook.com J Ward Naples, they'll find me.
Okay. All right, good. Well, we're coming to a close for today's show, but I do want to reiterate for those who came in a little bit later some of the opportunities that we gave you today. So we gave you some opportunities to look for a job right now if you need it, and that's at flexjobs.com. That's very important. It's very well structured, and all the jobs there are real. because these are companies that FlexJobs make sure of. Okay, there are no weirdness going on there. The second thing we talked about was maybe not the second, but one of the things we talked about was lunch with the ladies with Lady Lou. So you're going to go to her Patreon page. It's patreon.com/thebabyboomerbabe to get more information, or you can send her a text. No, not a text. She doesn't text. Sorry. Send her an email down below.
And I'll send you the letter, and
Yeah.
it'll have the link in it.
Yeah. The easiest thing to do, of course, is go to her Patreon page. She's got it listed there, and it looks really great, and it's perfect. It has all the information you might need. The third thing is, why don't you think about joining our business mastermind? It's every Tuesday night. It's only $25 a month. And if you go to my Patreon page, there you go. It's patreon.com/naturalcuriosity. And then, of course, John gave us some opportunities to live a healthier life or create an income for ourselves and our family. And he's there to support you. So all of these things have community built into them. And we do want to support you. And we're glad that you're here. Thank you for joining us today. Lady Lou, you're awesome.
Thank
What
you
a
so much.
co-host.
And then we love our audience, so keep coming back and share with your friends.
Yeah, I just have to acknowledge Ann. Ann's from Dayton. Ann went to Meadowdale High School. She ordered. Ann, I'll be contacting you after the show.
Ann's in our mastermind also.
Right.
Yeah. And Ricky says, thank you, just ordered. Would love to chat with you, John. Thanks. And Ricky.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you can find Ricky on Facebook as well. Now, Ricky has a great opportunity too. She's a healthy chef. So she has all kinds of things. She has a Patreon page as well. So I'm going to leave you with one final thing. And I'm sorry I didn't mention this earlier. It just, we had so much to talk about today, but I have a class coming up. You want to create your own Patreon page so that you can join your own community, so that you can, I meant to get rid of that other thing that's down there. That is, I don't know why I can't get rid of it, but I can't. There we go. It's called Plan for Success, Create a Reliable Income, and it's creating your own membership site. It's only $37, or guess what? If you're part of my mastermind, you get in for free. So thank you, everybody, for coming. Lady Lou?
Thank you, Marian. Thank you, John.
Thank you, ladies. It has been my pleasure and honor. It's always fun. You always make me laugh. You always make me smile. And all of you that placed an order, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be in touch with you and getting those processed.
Thank you. Oh, beautiful show. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
We always run out of time because we have so much to talk about. We'll be back again next week, next Tuesday, 10 o'clock. Be here, be square.